Well, hello everyone. I've got another model I received a couple days ago, and this one is from High Country Hobbies in Enterprise, Alabama. Been looking forward to getting this particular one for a little while. Just returned from a trip to Australia, so this is another one of the aircraft that I flew on. Alright, it looks like we got a bunch of packing peanuts here, so I'm going to take care of those and then we'll come back. It's good to see it's been well packaged. The box did have a pretty good sized dent in it, so I'd say it was well protected. This one has been discontinued for some time, but I did find one that was not sold out, so that's kind of a good thing. They had one left, so I'm glad to have got it. They have different ones. This is VH-OQE, which is Lawrence Hargrave is the name on this particular aircraft, and I flew this one from Dallas to Sydney, which is the second longest flight in the world right now. So we have the oversized Gemini stand. Gear is all separate. Wow, that is really cool. This thing is a monster. So Lawrence Hargrave, excuse me, is his name. Wow, this is really impressive. VH-OQE. Flight time on this particular flight, which is QF8, is 16 hours 50 minutes. And I was on the lower deck. The upper deck seats are kind of hard to come by. I was in 73A, which is back here in this portion of the aircraft. And I got some really good video out the window, but they had the interior lights in the cabin illuminated and it was dark outside, so you can barely even see, which is kind of sad. Detail is very, very good. Although these days I'm seeing some jewels here for the landing lights. So I'm looking forward to other manufacturers really getting those in all of their models. That would be great. And the A380 has double beacons. It does not have Wi-Fi, so no Wi-Fi beacon here. Good rich red color. Sometimes the video washes out a little bit and it looks a bit orange, but this is about fire engine red in person. Wow, that's really, really nice. And the wings have "do not walk outside of this area" stenciled on there. That's what the writing is. And if you get a magnifying glass, you can actually read what it says on there, which always impresses me that they can get something that small. And the engines are really well done. There's lots of detail. The A380 is a very fun aircraft to ride on. Just having two decks, it's amazing that something this big can get off the ground. Maximum takeoff weight's about 600 tons, which is almost unfathomable number. And I like to see the spinners inside the engines painted appropriately. I've got a 1/100 scale A380, and it doesn't have anywhere near the detail that this has on it. So I paid a little over $100 for this, and I have seen it on eBay for $300, so I'm glad I was able to pick this one up for a decent price and brand new, so that's always good. Well, I'm going to put this gear on there and we'll see how she looks. Not sure if it makes a difference which side these go on. Of course, the tires do roll, they're rubber. They also tilt. You can get in a good landing configuration. There's some really great videos from Farnborough. You can watch A380s taking off and landing from really close-up air show vision, I believe it is, and got some amazing shots. Very nice. It's nice to actually have flown on this particular aircraft too. I'm glad that the registration that I was on was available. Let's have a look and see how the stand fits. Good, looks pretty sound. The model sits nice and straight on the stand, which is good. Although it seems like the screws may not be too good. So I'll have to fix that. I don't know if you saw what happened there, but the stand actually became separated from the arm. See what we can wrap up here with this stand, and then we'll take some more video. So the stand, if you can see it, actually has a nut on the back side. I can't really see the purpose of that. And it's not actually screwed into the base. The nut just sits inside the hole and apparently works via friction, which obviously just completely tore out. You can even see the imprint where the nut was located. See if I can find some screws that I can use to replace these ones. So with the stand, I was able to get some wood screws. I had to drill the hole out a bit bigger and also increase the countersink so the screws would be below the surface and be flush. So there's only about maybe 2 or 3 threads that are really getting into the material, but hopefully that'll be enough to get the job done. I don't know why they thought that would be a good solution for the stand. Just had to make sure I don't over tighten these, which would cause some tear out and cause it to fail later. So I think it's going to be pretty solid. So good, not something I was expecting to have to do, but glad to be able to figure it out. But the stand fits in there really nicely, and unlike with the 747-8, these are not pressing on the bogies, which is a nice thing. So the stand fits on there real good. So again, this is VH-OQE. This is a A380-800. This is Lawrence Hargrave. Very impressive looking model. Great color. Fun to ride on. And also glad to have get another model of an aircraft I've been on. So very cool. Well, thanks for watching.